So we met in Chile. We were both teaching English there.
I was working here and decided I just wanted to try something entirely different. Found this program down there that you'd have the opportunity to be teaching and working with kids, but living in Patagonia.
I had actually heard about him before I actually met him. He was this gringo and like all that. And I'm like, okay, like I want to meet this kid.
I'd gone skiing and just sort of came back and heard from a friend of mine that there were some new volunteers, and that one of them was pretty cute. And I thought I wanted to introduce myself. I'll say that. Me
and my friend were at the Camello Patagon, which is a coffee shop.
And there was clearly like two people I didn't recognize that were speaking English sitting a table over from me and the friends I was with.
I was like, it's not a big of a deal. Like, what was all this talk? But then when we started talking, like, he's hilarious, and we kind of, it was obvious that we clicked.
They were right. She was cute, and we struck up conversation, and then started. I think we hung out like the next 2 nights. We just became really good friends while we were there.
After we would go out, we would share a cab because I lived on the way to his house.
So Ali and I lived closest on the cab rides, so we would drop other people off, and then it would just be the two of us.
And at the end of the cab, when we would say goodbye, instead of kissing on the cheek, we would kiss on lips really quickly, just like, and then like out, like that. It was just quick, and then I would run out. And so that was kind of like, okay, we're starting to build something, but it seems so high school now that I'm talking about it.
At some point it just, it was a little bit different.
You didn't plan it.
I wouldn't say that I planned it, but I am opportunistic.
I knew what I was doing.
Because it was on the way. Was it not?
No, well, yeah, it was on the way. Right on the way.
So we liked each other. What?
It's a solid strategy.
Strategy.
When I flew back to the States, my family and a couple of my friends were in Orlando in Disney World at the time.
His family is obsessed with Disney. They love everything Disney. And so he was taking a trip with his guy friends and his brother to Disney.
And called Ali and said, you should come meet us and hang out.
And I was in Orlando, so I met up with him.
That was like a defining moment for me because she fit in with my 2 best friends and my brother.
So the fireworks are going and we're like kissing, and it was just very romantic and very cheesy.
I don't know, it just kept working out that we were crossing paths and finding ways to be in the same place at the same time.
And like a month later, I moved to DC. And so we were 2 hours away from each other. And we just started that's when we were like, okay, let's date. Because we can do this. We can do long distance, 2 hours away. It's so much easier, and why not? And I had met his friends and they liked me, which is always a plus. So Matt and his family love Disney. We all know this. But me and my cousins, we used to make dances, and we would just do these sing-alongs all the time. So this one time, it was for Laura's graduation at GW. And then we start singing Disney songs, and Matt was all over it.
It was basically like I had joined a sleepover.
Let's sing, I don't know, Little Mermaid or whatever. And he was going along with the sing-along for hours.
There's no looking back. We hit all the tracks, all those well-known movies. We made sure we sang all those, and it just kept going.
Shining, shimmering, splendid. And the next day, all my cousins were like, Ali, this is it. You're done. He's it. And it's just seeing how easy he transitioned with my family. It's amazing.
Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide?
So it's August 10th, and we're going out for his dad's birthday. And Matt is acting super weird.
The ruse was that we were going to dinner for my dad's birthday. Her family is such a big part of her life that they had to be there. And my brother calls me as we're about to leave saying that her parents' flight was delayed. They were trying to reassure me that they were going to be there, but then I was thinking, I have to delay even longer.
He was sweating because it was summer and it was hot. We were running around.
Extremely hot.
Right?
It was unseasonably warm.
So he was wearing this blue blazer, and it was super cute. but he's hot and sweating, and I'm like, babe, just take it off. He's like, no, I look good. I can't take it off. I look good.
But luckily, I delayed long enough. They got there in time, and I got this text message reassuring me that everyone was in place, and I could move forward with it.
And we're walking through Rittenhouse Square.
I got her to the open space here, and there wasn't anyone, really close to us.
After you pushed me away.
I just dropped to the knee and yanked the ring out, and it was all kind of in one sort of awkward
Motion was just like, will you marry me?
And I was like, oh my God. Like, I had no idea.
I think she slapped me a couple times on the shoulder, forcefully.
And I was like, I need to call my mom. I need to call my sister. As I'm walking up the stairs, I see someone. I'm like, is that my mom? And it's like, surprise! He had called like my entire family was there, a bunch of my friends. Everyone knew for months. And they just surprised me and surprised us. And I think that's when I started crying.
A Dominican girl from Florida will have to accept that she's going to be watching a lot of hockey for the rest of her life.
I had never watched a hockey game until like 2 years ago. And now I can talk hockey. I think there's one thing that he's already accepted, and that's The Bachelor. He's like hooked. We watch it together, and he like knows about, oh no, KCB, oh she sucks. Oh no, he's gonna pick this one. This one's the one for him.
One thing that I have to accept about her is that she doesn't like to close drawers. I have to close all of the drawers in this house forever.
Like, to me, it just makes sense for us to be together. And like, I'm like having like baby fever now, which is sad, but like, so maybe that.
Go ahead, I know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say? Baby?
Children, babies.
Yes, I think we're gonna have a great family, and I think you're gonna be an amazing dad, and I'm very excited about having a family with you. I think it's gonna be great.
I have to agree. That is something I think I'm looking the most forward to is seeing you with our kids and stuff. I think it's gonna be amazing.
Babe, are you gonna cry?
Absolutely not. Not on tape. Can we stop filming?
You're funny.